Hi Cabbages, new video, and today's video I kind of just decided to do a little bit of a quick rant video, and that's because there's just been a lot going on with me this week, and I just feel like I want to talk about it on my channel. It's going to make me sound silly, I know. Like, I've had a up and down week where I've had weeks like this before, where you just feel so overwhelmed with stuff. You just feel like you're going to snap. And I think this week has been one of those weeks where you feel kind of crap, and you know when you get to the stage and you feel like, you know what, I just wish I could just go into a hospital, scream and be like, something's wrong with me, please help me. Because that's how I feel, and I talked about this in my last rant video with the bad skin, which has gotten worse. I've been getting really bad red patches all over my skin. The skin infections keep coming back. The eczema's really bad. And then there's stuff with my one-sided numbness, where I get the numbness in my face. And then I'm also having the pains in my left arm, which go into my chest, which is quite concerning. Then there's stuff going on at home where I just feel overwhelmed, and I want to go out by myself for a little bit, but I can't, because if I walk too far my back really hurts. And I called the doctor up today, which I don't very often do now, because it's like banging your head against a drum. And I said to the doctor, like, I was polite, I wasn't rude, I was very calm actually. I don't know how I've composed myself. I was like, look, I'm really bad today, and I told her that I wasn't feeling right, I was overwhelmed, I just feel like sectioning myself. It sounds silly, me saying it, but sometimes life gets like that, where you just feel so overwhelmed with stuff, you don't know how to process it. And that's what I was like today. And I told her that I was having all these problems, like being overwhelmed at home, and then there was stuff with my mental health, there was stuff with my physical health, the numbness, the chest pains, the brain fog, where I can't communicate words properly. And all I got told was, oh, sorry to hear that. Could you call back at 8 o'clock in the morning? I was like, no. And this is the thing I keep getting told. Or could you call the out of hours service? When in the surgery, in person, when you actually go there, there's no one there. And you ring back the next morning. Now, this happened to me a couple of weeks ago with the doctor's surgery, where I rung them up about... It was about a prescription, actually, not my health, and I rang up the day before. They told me to ring up the next day, so I did at 8 o'clock in the morning. They left me on the phone for 2 hours before they answered the phone. 2 hours! I was like, what? Are they serious? I was like, number 70 in the queue. What the hell were they doing for 2 hours? They just left me on the phone. I was fuming. But it got sorted out, but it was a nightmare. And then the creams they're giving me for my skin are only like a temporary fix, and sometimes they give me it, sometimes they don't. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, just refer me to a dermatologist. If you can't sort it out, hopefully they will. And then with my other problems, like, I've been trying to get counselling for years, which has got me nowhere. And then I want to see someone about the numbness on my face. Like, I was meant to have an MRI scan about 2 years ago, because I've had this on and off now for about 3 years. And I was meant to have an MRI scan, and they cancelled it, not me. They sent me a letter in the post, oh sorry, we can't do it. Oh, it was something to do with parking. I wasn't even going to drive there anyway, because I don't drive. I was going to get transport there, but nope. Then I had something wrong with me. Cool, this was like in 2022. And I had a lump on my body and I was quite concerned about the lump. So I actually saw a doctor in person who wasn't very good, if I'm honest, and he looked at it and he told me you need to have a CT scan, basically, where they check your whole body, because he found that, and then I think it was a lymph node. I don't know what it was, because he ended up sending me for an ultrasound, and I looked a right idiot when I phoned up the hospital because I had to change the appointment. And I said, oh, I need to change my CT scan appointment. She went, CT scan? She went, like, they couldn't find my name under that. And then she went, oh, you're down for an ultrasound. I went, no, I'm not. And they went, yes, you are. So the doctor sent me for the wrong scan. And when I confronted him about it, he tried to gaslight me to make it out like I was the problem. Don't really like talking about this too often on my channel because it gives it like a negative taste, but I just want to offload, and it's bad that I'm doing it on YouTube. My room this week, looking on the more positive side of things, I think you have to, don't you? I'm going to be rearranging it a little bit. The shelf, what was in the middle of my room, not the cabinet, but the brown shelf, I'll include a picture of it here if I can. I'm going to be getting rid of that because the shelf itself is only made of particle board. Great shelf, I've loved it. I've had it in my room now for 4 years, but it's very wobbly and I don't enjoy cleaning it. And I've also took a lot of the dolls off that shelf now, and they're in my new storage boxes because I've got 2 new boxes which are really good actually. I highly recommend them. I got them from Argos. I'll include a picture of those here as well if I can. I paid £10 for them. Well, actually the first one I got for £9 on the clearance, and they fit my dolls perfectly in it. Like, they're so good and they're well made and they got like clips. I left it a couple of weeks and I kept thinking to myself, I should have got another one, but because it was on clearance they didn't have it in stock, and I thought, oh no, they're not going to have it in stock anymore. And then I was on Argos about 2 weeks ago and I found they were back in stock, and I thought, oh, this is unusual for boxes that are on clearance, because normally when they go on clearance you don't normally see them in stock again, but they did. But I got the second one for £10, and I mean it this time. I am not buying any more than that. I'm not going back to my roots where I had big piles of boxes up to the ceiling. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. That's a no-no. Also this week we've had really good weather. Like, I've been doing lots of gardening, trying to keep my mind busy. I don't particularly enjoy gardening, but it has to be done, doesn't it? You have to maintain it. When you have a big garden, you have to look after it, you know, cut the grass, pull the weeds out, water the plants, sweeping. And then dolls, buying dolls. I've not really bought any. I bought some budget dolls on Monday, a few budget dolls. But I only buy them for like the clothes, and then I take the clothes off and I put them on my rainbow high dolls, mainly Amaya. And then today I bought another double of a pyjama party Skylar, again for the clothes, to put on Amaya, because I think Amaya would look quite nice in that outfit. And yeah, that's apart from that. That's really it, really. Me moaning about my health and being... it sounds silly when I do it on camera. Like, I get worried that people are thinking, oh, for God's sake, what's wrong with him now? Sort of thing. But I like to express myself a little bit through my channel. I don't go into depth too much. I just kind of like do these little rants from time to time. And it's kind of like my way of expressing myself a little bit. I also got some dolls from AliExpress this week. They were awful. I got a Blythe doll, and I kid you not, I was doing a makeover on it today. And I was brushing the hair, and I kid you not, there were big clumps of hair coming out. And I mean clumps. big clumps of hair. And then I got a Bratz doll, a Megan, because I like Megan, and her hair was so greasy and sticky and dry, and I washed it and I treated it. I'd done like the treatments you do for sticky hair, but it did not work, and the doll had the most floppiest body. It was really bad. I'm actually thinking about messaging the sellers and complaining because the dolls are just awful, but the tracking was really good on AliExpress. They told me when it went through customs, I was informed when it was shipped, where it was, every delivered them. Just a shame I never kept the dolls. I was going to donate them because I don't like throwing dolls away. That I think that's really bad, but they were so bad. The Megan doll was floppy and its leg was broken. Oh no, I couldn't give someone else a doll that's broken. Some people fix them, but yeah, I just couldn't. And the Blythe doll, I probably will donate that because that wasn't as bad. It just had really bad hair, and I know people fix them. I just don't have the patience to deal with dolls that have faults on it anymore. I just don't have the time. I've been looking also for a styling head, but I got one off Temu last week and it was awful. Like, it had like patches all over its face, its hair was really bad quality. I think it was like Polypop Preen, and it was a hairdressing head as well, and I was like, oof. So what I'm thinking about doing is probably going somewhere like a car boot and just kind of like scouring around and just see if they have one. Because I want to do like hairstyles and stuff again. Because I've been doing it with my rainbow high dolls and that recently. Collection now. I kind of appreciate what I've got. And I want to try and do hairstyles again. Just practice again. I haven't done it in a while. So I'll see how that goes. And then move my room around once I've took the shelves out. And that's probably it for this video, because if I ramble too much, people will get pissed off. But, you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, I think, when you have a rant. So I'll see you in my next video, which will hopefully be a bit more positive. Bye.